presentations for us on zeolites. And here's the picture here, the science of detoxification. He is the chief science officer of a company called Viora, and their flagship product is called the Natural Cellular Defense. What it does is that it contains minerals called zeolites, and they have been proven scientifically to remove heavy metals from your system tremendously, and it does it very well. But not only does it do that, it also has some action against certain kinds of organisms, and it also helps to balance your pH levels. And here's an interesting thing. Well, this is how I found out. This is my dear friend, one of my very, very dearest of friends, Linda, and let me give you a story real quick. I'm not going to tell you her age, but when her first child was born, the labor went okay. It's just that the nurse who took care of her was really rough with her. And what happened, since then, she has been having severe headaches on and off since the birth of her daughter. Okay, her daughter is like 45. So for 45 years, she has been having headaches on and off, nasty headaches. And I eventually told her about, she has used all kinds of nutritional supplements. Now, these other nutritional supplements, many of them I recommended, have helped her in other ways. But that last aspect, the headache aspect, just didn't seem to be licked. And so I kind of mentioned this to her, and this is now 5 months, I'm not sure now, yeah, 4 or 5 months when she started using it. And that helped to take care of her headaches. Now, I don't know whether it was true that it helped to balance her pH or helped to balance her endocrine system. Whatever it was, it helped to put things right in her body. And I think that to me was extremely interesting to find out. Now, it may not work for everybody, but again, this is a woman who was always open to looking out for answers. I'm looking for answers, and eventually she found something that has come closest to helping her deal with the situation. By the way, she has 16 grandkids. And I tell you, that's enough to give you a headache. she sees them every day.
She's so thankful to live without headaches. That's amazing. That's amazing.
And some people out there might say, well, headache, that's nothing. I have this major condition. Well, for someone who has lived with it for 45 years, relief from that is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Also, because we mentioned bugs and viruses and bacteria, we also had Dr. Cynthia Ethan come speak. Oh, I made the mistake I told you, Sherry, not to make. I put doctor and MD in the same place. Okay. All right. Well, Dr. Eaton did a great presentation on how to deal with bugs and bacteria using the silver technology. Again, in fact, this is FDA approved. It has been proven by FDA that this silver technology removes bacteria, viruses, bugs. It's effective in all these things. And she did a great presentation. And DVD, transcripts, CDs, MP3s are all available on our website. What you want to do, folks, especially if you're dealing with stuff, you want to reduce the loads, the burden that your body, especially your immune system, is dealing with. You want to reduce it. It doesn't matter what you're dealing with. If you are dealing with a health challenge, one of the first things you need to do after restoring nutritional balance is to have effective technologies like this reduce the burden that your cells are laboring under. Remove the heavy metals, remove the toxins, remove the chemicals, remove the microorganisms. And I tell you, that will help to put you on the path to recovery. We also want to end by talking about the mind aspect. Extremely, extremely important. If you can get peace of mind, and again, we talked about having a sense of purpose, having a sense of direction, good social support, good spiritual support. We know that people who have good spiritual support, who are more in tune, more active in their religious congregations, tend to do better health-wise. Winston Churchill, he said it. I think I think you can't fault a man like that who basically saved the free world by his belief in the fact that men are good and that if we must fight against evil. And he helped to sustain the hopes of the entire peoples of Europe until America came into the war and helped turn things around. Back to our slides, the goal, the cause, the mission that we're after is to help you build strength and to enjoy your life and to be functional, to be fully effective, to live without sickness and disease, to live without pain. And that comes from growing in every aspect of the word. All right. What are we doing? I think we're done with the questions.
All right. And folks, if you have a question you'd like to ask, there's in the little blue floating panel on the side, there's a little tab that says questions. If you click on that little plus sign, it opens a box and you can type some questions to us, and we will answer as many as we can. Okay, let's see. Speak closer to the mic. Never mind that one.
Too late for that.
Too late for that.
I'm holding an earpiece, so that's as close to the mic as possible. I'm sorry. I guess it's not working well as it should.
They sound good to me. And a couple people did ask about slides and recordings being available, and yes, that we will always make those available. Can you show the slide of the results of the acid blood again?
I am not sure which one that is, but let's see.
Yeah, I was going to type this in a little more description.
Huh?
I'm just asking Bill to type us a little bit more description. There we go. Okay, that's good. Thanks. Let's see. When you were talking about different foods that are alkaline and acid, you mentioned nuts being in the acid category, and this person said, "I heard that almonds are the only nut that's alkaline." Is that true? Almonds.
I do not know. I'm going to be quite frank with you, but that sounds. I know almonds are really good. That would be something I need to check up. But I just understood that all of them are in the acidic part. But if you do get a good reference for me, please send that over to us, and I would appreciate that.
At the beginning of the webinar, you were talking about doing a lot of physical exercise and doing things to counteract that acid, and you mentioned antioxidants, liquids, etc. This person's asking, what were those things that you said counteracted that? Probably everything that you covered in the webinar, but you had particularly mentioned antioxidants. Do they have an effect on countering or getting things back in balance?
Yeah, absolutely. Here's the thing: when you exercise, when you're exerting yourself, your cells are working a lot harder, and so they're producing waste products. A lot of these waste products contain free radicals. We know free radical damage can affect your nucleus, can affect the inner part of your cells, can affect other parts of the body. So taking antioxidants, especially close to exercise or before exercise, having that in the system will reduce the damage that happens from exercise.
I have an exercise question. I've heard that part of why you are sore after you exercise is because of the lactic acid. If that's true, then if you, after you exercise, made sure you put a bunch more alkaline stuff back in your body, is that going to reduce soreness? Absolutely.
If you can make your blood more alkaline, that will, yes, it's actually the acidic aspect, the lactic acid that causes the soreness and the buildup in the muscles. That's what causes the pain. So if you can make it more alkaline, that will help, definitely.
Does it matter if you do it before, during, or after?
After is the best. During and after are the best because you're producing lactic acid throughout the time.
Okay. Somebody is asking that you would show the vitamin slide again.
The vitamin slide. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one that would be.
Okay.
All right. Do you think drinking alkaline water daily along with a diet with fruits and veggies would be a stronger start to reduce acidity in the blood if the body doesn't respond to vitamin supplements?
Alkaline water, yeah. I mean, I know there are different kinds of technologies out there to make blood more, make the water more alkaline. Yes. So what they're saying is that if you use that in combination with the nutritional supplements you're taking, is that what